So with our Intro to Paraswimming program, one of the big things is we want that positive first experience for our athletes. We know that how people feel on their very first time on a pool deck can make or break whether they come back. I know you can do it. I know you can.
The reason Darda Sales is so sure the first experience is so important to newcomers is because when she isn't on the pool deck in her wheelchair, coaching the Intro to Paraswimming course with the London Aquatic Club, she is doing her own research. No, really, as a consultant and researcher, it is her job and passion.
When I was doing these interviews with athletes and their parents about their experiences, how their kids got involved in the sport and where they wanted to take it, it just really got me thinking that we need to know more. Yes, swimming is swimming, but there are some nuanced differences to the experience of individuals with disabilities.
Now, as para-swimming development consultant for Swim Ontario and in partnership with Swimming Canada, Darda is able to put that research into action. One way she is doing that is with an entry-level program in London, Ontario.
Well, a lot of it is Learn to Swim. And we know that Learn to Swim is so important for individuals with impairments because the statistics tell us that the proportion of drowning deaths is exponentially higher for individuals with disabilities. And so even just teaching them how to swim is such an important safety component.
There you go. Keep kicking.
I always tell parents, I will teach your child to swim and they will be safe in the water. And from there, we just build their skills and we build their self-confidence to the point where they are comfortable in the water and they call themselves a swimmer, they feel like a swimmer, and they can decide what to do next. And some of them do move on to higher levels within the club and start doing competitions and all those things, and it's great. And some of them find our program and they're like, this is where I'm comfortable and this is where I want to stay, and we try to provide a space for them as well.
One person who made the decision to make the jump to the competitive circuit is Hannah Burns. Not only is she now an emerging national level athlete, but Hannah, who uses a wheelchair on dry land, also returned to the program as a coach to help the next generation of first-time para-swimmers.
I was excited to be swimming with other kids with disabilities and meet kids similar to me because there weren't a lot at my school or in my town. And I was really inspired by Darda because she was a Paralympian. So it was cool to see somebody who had already been through that. I really like the kids that we work with, and I like seeing them progress. Every week that they're getting faster and more confident in the water, and I'm excited to see where they end up and if they continue with the sport.
She's working with athletes, and that's so important. We need that representation. We need, these younger individuals with impairments seeing someone else with similar life experience doing these roles of authority and of significance, so they see themselves that that's something that they can also strive to.
The initiatives Darda is pushing for Swim Canada and Swim Ontario are already paying dividends in several ways. Not only are athletes safer and graduating to high-performance pathways, they are also inspiring the next generation. It doesn't stop there. Darda is also working to create more options for para-swimmers who enter later in life. People like Sumbul Zafir, who swims with the Golden Horseshoe Aquatic Club in Hamilton.
So in 2021, I declared myself with Swim Ontario as a swimmer with a physical impairment, which was dystonia, and just being able to declare that, I made a cake and had it and be like, okay, I fully accept that I have dystonia and I'm gonna do my passion. This is so exciting. And then all of a sudden it's now what? Because there's no para master swimming.
So in an effort to create new competitive opportunities for people like Sumbul, the Masters Para Swimming category was established.
And so it kind of gives them more options to be wherever they're most comfortable. And I think when we're first starting out, that's what we need. We need them to build that confidence and those skills, and then they can decide if they want to stay in the Masters or they want to slide over to an age group club as they continue through the competitive levels.
With Darda's help, that's exactly what Sumbul has chosen to do. And she is now well on her way to competing for Canada, despite her late entry to para swimming. But she's also happy that her struggles led to change, in no small part due to the hard work of Darda.
To open those doors to anybody who has suffered tragedy at 18, spinal cord, car accidents, strokes, whatever it may be, It opens a platform for them to be able to use the sport as a way to reignite, redevelop their passion, confidence, self-esteem, community. These are all things that when you get newly diagnosed with something, go. They're the first things to go, and it's so hard to regain. And that's why this is so important.